I'm a bit nervous. I don't know if you can tell. I'm comfortable singing, but speaking, that's another thing altogether. But thank you all for coming out. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the importance of preparation. So, Jen, if you could go to the next slide for me. So the Bible emphasizes the importance of practical preparation in our daily lives, using vivid illustrations such as the diligent ant who gathers and stores food during the warm summer months, Proverbs 6:6. So practice and rehearsal serve different purposes for singers. A practice singer works alone to improve their voice, focusing on individual skills. In contrast, a rehearsal singer joins a group to refine songs, coordinating their parts and dynamics. This means that practice is about personal work, while rehearsal is about teamwork. So practicing helps you prepare for rehearsal. When you learn your part during practice, rehearsal becomes a time for the team to work together to foster a worship experience for others. So during practice, you improve your technique, learn new songs, and master your instrument or voice. Rehearsal, however, focuses on preparing for service. In practice, you concentrate on your individual needs, whether improving your pitch or perfecting a solo. The goal here is to help you contribute effectively during rehearsal. The focus in rehearsal then shifts to the group. If one member isn't prepared or hasn't practiced enough, this can affect the team's ability to rehearse well. So with this in mind, we encourage you to practice or study well. 2 Timothy 2:15 states, "Be diligent to present yourself approved to God as a worker who does not need to be ashamed, accurately handling the word of truth." While this verse encourages people to study the Bible diligently, understand its context, and apply it correctly, it can be used in other areas that require us to understand what is set before us diligently. So we encourage you to learn the material, collaborate, and ask questions. Our church has invested in platforms like Planning Center, Multitracks, and Worship Online to aid you in your practice. During the weeks leading up to the day you serve, try your best to practice for at least a half hour to an hour, at least 3 times a week. If you have any questions or suggestions, there'll be a QR code at the end of this presentation that you can scan. But right now I want to give you a little video on rehearsing.
So if you're going to rehearse on the web, there is a special rehearse tab for that. We can go to this rehearse tab. It's just a different view. I've got all of my songs over here, and when I click on a song, I can see all of the notes, and I can see the different documents that are related there. But the best thing here is honestly these buttons at the top, because it's kind of annoying to have to go through song after song and find the right files. The media player right here will open up, and it loads an entire playlist of all of your songs here, and then it will just play them in order, and you can go through that there. Now, I'm also going to show you this on our mobile device here. So I'm going to go into, let's see here, this September 1st plan. And I'm going to go to my order tab, and I'm going to click on the play button right there at the top. And there's that playlist. At the bottom right is a little toggle to switch out a playlist view. And there I've got my songs here. I can scrub, I can play any of these songs. It's having to download it for a second, but then it's cached in my phone, so I have it for offline use once it's there. So I've got this. I can tap this little looping icon right here, and this will allow me to set like, oh, I just want to play this verse over and over and over again. I can skip back and forth 15 seconds. I can even tap on the lower left to view a metronome if I want to. There's so many great features in this mobile media player for rehearsing. I'm going to put the phone down and I'm done with the phone for now. The other thing that you can do is there's a songbook. This songbook is kind of the same as the media player, but it's for PDFs instead of for audio. So you click Songbook and you say, hey, I want to download all my chord charts. And when I hit accept, it compiles all the chord charts for that plan into one beautiful file that you can print off if you want to, or get them all rather than have to get the files one by one for your plan. The last thing is Music Stand. Music Stand is an add-on product that we make that is basically kind of like the songbook and the media player all wrapped up into one beautiful rehearsing package. This is meant to be something that you use on a tablet. So we have Music Stand for iOS and for Android, and it's also on the web. So I'm going to open it on the web here by clicking Music Stand. It's going to download that, and I also have it here on an iPad device. So on the iPad, where it's sort of meant, or for Android tablets, we've got our whole service order, but big, so that you can see it from a little bit farther away. And when you tap on a specific item, it's going to take you to whatever chord charts or lyrics or whatever PDF file you've uploaded for that specific song. Music Stand allows you to take notes on there, on the web or on your device. And so I've already highlighted. I've already added text notes, so I can tap on the screen once here. And I've got this little annotation button right here, which brings up all of my highlighting, pen, pencil, selections, eraser tools down here. If I want to highlight some more, I can just tap the highlighter icon down there, and I can highlight a new phrase, or I can undo that. I've got my text tool here, which is where I can drag existing text around or tap to add new text if I want to. These notes are saved for this file for you forever. So the next time we do This Is Amazing Grace, in this key, my notes are going to pop up, and I never have to find that piece of paper that I have to like put in some sort of filing cabinet, or I don't have to retake my notes. But like I said, there's also a media player. So I've tapped on the little play icon up here, and this opens a media player at the bottom. And I can scrub through those files. I can go to any of the other files in my playlist. And as I am playing through, I can take notes on that file. There's so many other great features of Music Stand that you can access on the web or on a device.